Okay, premature aging. Let's first get a dose of reality here. We're all going to die. That's a fact. And most of us are going to grow old before we die. So, how and when we die, we may not have much control over that, but we do have a lot of control over the area of aging, how we age. And what is happening today with a lot of people is that they're aging prematurely. They're developing degenerative diseases that, for example, like arthritis, like diabetes 2, like cardiovascular disease. All these things are avoidable, and people are developing these. Usually it begins in your mid-40s, and then aging happens rapidly and not in a very graceful manner. So first of all, you got to ask yourself, well, how do you want to age? Because you do have a choice here. And if you're like me, well, first of all, you would like to have the energy and the stamina of a young person, even in your older age, even in your elder years. And that's possible. That is totally doable. Another thing is you want to feel great. You don't want the aches and pains that's usually associated with aging. And that too is possible. And finally, you want to look amazing. Even though you're aging, you know you're aging, you still want to look good and sexy. That's right. You want to look sexy, you want to feel sexy. It is possible. And I believe it has to do with lifestyle and diet. In fact, I'm pretty certain it has to do with that. Now, I remember in my mid-40s, prior to that, it used to be that as long as I exercised, I could eat pretty much what I wanted and maintain my weight and be in pretty good shape. And I thought that I was healthy. It seemed to work for me. But once I hit my mid-40s, no matter how much I exercised, I was still gaining weight. And so what's the thinking here is that, oh, well, I got to exercise more, and I got to exercise more just to keep the weight off. But it reaches a point you can't. That's unrealistic. You can't just be adding another hour onto your exercise routine and then adding an extra hour on top of that, trying to keep that weight down. It doesn't work. Something has changed in your body. Your body is changing. And so, another thing that I was experiencing was the aches and pains, what I believe to be early stages of arthritis. And, you know, a poor sense of well-being, lethargy, disruptive sleep, digestive issues. All these symptoms were starting to develop in my mid-40s. And I more or less accepted that this was a part of the aging process, that what I was experiencing was normal. I couldn't have been more wrong. It wasn't normal. It was premature aging. And it wasn't until I became a vegan and started practicing a low-fat vegan diet that I realized that what this was truly premature aging, and it was not something that was normal. It wasn't normal aging. You should be able to age in a manner that you're still energetic, you're still living a vital life, you're still productive, you look good, your weight is maintained, and you feel great. And that's possible. And how it's possible is how I discovered it to be possible was through eating a low-fat vegan diet or a low-fat raw vegan diet, otherwise known as 80-10-10, which, as described in Doug Graham's book, the 80-10-10 diet is you're eating 80% Your calories are coming from 80% carbohydrates, 10% fat, 10% protein, and Doug Graham promotes eating predominantly fruits, vegetables with some nuts and seeds, but you can also practice this 80-10-10 diet by also including cooked foods like rice, quinoa, lentils. There's many different options here, but the optimal way of practicing a low-fat vegan diet is doing the low-fat raw vegan diet, and that's eating predominantly fruits and vegetables. Or you can do sort of a blend. I mean, I'm not 100% raw. I am 100% raw most of the time, but I do like occasionally to eat a cooked meal. But the important fact here is to keep it low-fat. Focus on the low-fat and the high carbohydrate, and get your carbs from nutrient-rich foods like ripe fruit and leafy green vegetables. And when you do that, then you will begin to experience a transformation in your life, and that will be a reversal of the premature aging, and you will bring your body back to where it should be. And I mean, for me, it was like in my 40s, and I'm feeling like I'm 20 years old again. I didn't think it was possible. The energy levels shot through the roof. The vitality I was experiencing was intense. And physically, I lost a ton of weight, and I just felt great overall. And so that is an experience you can have too. And it, of course, with the weight loss, you look better. Your skin, the aging, that the premature aging that happens on your skin begins to change. So even that begins to reverse itself, and then you can age naturally, like the way you should. I'm losing my train of thought here. Maybe it has something to do with old age, right? Anyways, follow the 80-10-10 diet, and you'll experience enormous changes in your lifestyle. I'll put a link down below where you can get the book. It will be Doug Graham's website, Food and Sport. And I highly recommend you start off by reading this book by Doug Graham, 80-10-10. And begin now, because your body, if you're in your mid-40s or older, your body's not as forgiving, and you're going to have to make changes, or else you're going to have the premature aging happening to you now, and it doesn't get better as you get older. You don't want to end up dependent on pharmaceuticals or other medical aids. You don't want to be dependent on anything where you cannot function normally in society anymore. So get on the program and enjoy aging. Enjoy the rest of the years of your life with health, fitness, vitality. Look great and feel great. Be sexy. Yeah, it's possible. Have a great day. God bless, and peace be with you.